feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. True. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the touchdown. 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Wait, that play, 20. Hey, pick your game up. Alpha.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll run it with McCoy. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Shadow!
Mike's Fofo.
Hey, Alpha!
Let's go, D, let's go!
Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Leonard Fournette. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch the run! Watch the run! Watch the run!
What we got? What we got?
Let's go, D.
Here's Foles. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a 1st down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Fournette running out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Push him back.
13.
From the 44, Foles complete. The tight end, Kelsey. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Room here to run. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 39 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Keep it up. Check, 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 check. Regular.
Throwing again. Brady. His first running back, McCoy. And out across midfield down to the 45. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Brady going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go bandit.
To throw, it's Brady. He finds McCoy. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Six 0 our score after 1. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Foles. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Tempo. In your face. Tick.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check 53. 12.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Foles under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Bills. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's McCoy. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Wide 80. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step back.
From midfield, here's Brady. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jason Kroon, 50 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Under.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
44, Mike, 44. Let's go. Wahoo! Mike's 4-4. Let's go. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. 72.
From the gun, it's Brady. And it's caught by Parker. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And the grab by Croft. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now Brady again. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Now Fournette. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Here we go. 180. Watch the screen. Pass.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On the draw, this is Fournette. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Bravo!
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Sugar!
Operating from the gun, Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Matt Milano came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now back to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Mike, 53.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, here we go.
Hey, 66.
Time to establish the run game. It's Gore. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back near his goal line, here's Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Hey, Alabama.
Spoke to Mike. Mike spoke. Record.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They'll get 34 yards there.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. McCoy. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. This is caught inside the 15. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Lee. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Once again, it's Clement. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to pick it up with Clement. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Foles. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Going for it has paid off twice already on this drive. Can they convert again on 4th down? Let's see. From the gun, it's Clement. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Well, they deemed it 4 down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down, Jaguars.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. James O'Shaughnessy there to make the grab as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. One more hurdle here. They need the 2-point conversion to, for the moment, stay alive in these playoffs.
53 is the mark.
Purple 64.
Hey, Zoo.
They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 23-yard line.
Hey, 66.
Mike's 47. Mike,
Alert!
Back to throw, Brady. This for his running back, McCoy. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Both bandit.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Yeah. You don't want none.
Both 50.
Now Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. To throw is Brady. And this is caught. It's Parker. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Overtime at a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
They're all through now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And it was the Niners who were able to come away with a victory there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A good pickup there at 22.
I got you.
A shotgun give to Fournette. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Foles, throw left side, complete. It's Lee. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Foles escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it. Because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Fournette. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. 10th carry now for McCoy. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, check it. Regular.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Goal 66.
You think you won't get this? 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
Here we go.
What can Brady do now with his drive? And this is Parker, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
The first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Now we just have to deal with a snow-filled parking lot as we say so long from Buffalo.
I'm just looking forward to getting warm.